Caps lose 4-3 to the Columbus Blue Jackets. We're not going to go goal by goal. I am going to mention that the first 2 goals came on a 5-minute power play when Josh Anderson was ejected from the game for boarding Michael Kempny, who came off the ice holding his beautiful face. Not the face, seriously? Kempny is still day-to-day with a quoted upper body injury. I'm recording this on Saturday because, he had to process my emotions. Alexander Wenberg scored the Columbus Blue Jackets' first goal at 4 minutes and 48 seconds into the second period. Thomas Vanek scored a power play goal 1 minute and 31 seconds into the third period to tie it up at 2. And then we got a little secondary scoring. Jacob Vrana turns on the wheels, slams on the brake, rolls it over to Devontae Smith-Pelly, who buries it short side. That was awesome. I lost it. I swear to God, I was chanting DSP in my house on the couch over here. Then there were a bunch of stupid fucking penalties. Ready? Third period. Tom Wilson for charging. I don't really have an opinion on that hit because I'm still sort of learning what the difference between regular season rules and playoff rules is a little bit. Both that hit and Josh Anderson's hit on Michael Kempny ended up in front of the Department of Player Safety, and they decided not to have any further disciplinary measures on either of them, which I think personally was probably the right call. Josh Anderson being ejected for his hit, Tom Wilson getting a penalty for his. The way the rule is written in the rule book has to do with distance and number of strides, and it can be extremely subjective as well. I sort of thought that the bad part of the hit on Wenberg was the sandwich effect with Alexander Ovechkin, and he fell really badly, which is a fluke. I'm sorry I said that, Tom hasn't had a questionable hit since his suspension, which he didn't during the regular season. And the thing is, during his postgame media, he said that he should have done anything else other than making that hit. You need to examine your decision making on the ice, Tom. Thanks. Evgeny Kuznetsov goes off 11 minutes into the third for slashing. Dumb, stupid stick penalties have been a problem for you this season, Kuz. Come on. But then at 14:55, Andrei Burakovsky went off for a dumb-ass offensive zone trip. You're that far ahead of Seth Jones. You don't need to make that trip. That's dumb. And then, of course, Seth Jones buries it on the power play, and we're going to overtime. I saw something from Isabelle Khurshudyan earlier today, and I'm going to have some coffee because this is my first cup of coffee. Can you believe that? I just woke up. I woke up like this, wearing red lipstick and a Caps t-shirt. Isabelle Khurshudyan tweeted that the Caps have 10 playoff games that have gone to 5-on-5 sudden death overtime. They've won 5 of them and lost 5 of them because overtime is basically a crapshoot. Artemi Panarin has a absolute sniper's goal, and Caps lose 4-3 in overtime. That was tough for me. I did think about immediately recording this video. I'm glad that I didn't because I was very upset. I definitely swore a lot. I shouldn't have kicked something, but I did. And I took myself off to bed. Then I just watched Parks and Rec until 1 a.m. and then got some sleep. And let me tell you, yesterday morning, I felt a little bit better about the world. I was like, you know what? It's one game of a 7-game series. The Caps were never going to sweep the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are a good fucking hockey team. They're both good hockey teams who are very evenly matched. So that was how I felt yesterday morning. And then last night, the Philadelphia Flyers beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-1. I was like, right, it's one game of a 7-game series. But apparently, while I was talking myself through this situation, and most of my friends who are Capitals fans were doing the same. We were all sort of working through that emotion, going to a more reasonable place. The entirety of Caps journalism and blogging, except for Isabelle Khurshudyan, turned themselves inside out, which was frustrating. Japers Rink has made me want to office space my computer in the past 2 days. Just take a crowbar to it. Just, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to read Isabelle Khurshudyan and look at Alexander Ovechkin grilling and swimming with his dog. I'll tell you what the biggest problem in this game was. It was that the 10 minutes in which the Capitals did not have one single shot attempt coincided with the 10 minutes in which they took 2 stupid fucking penalties. Tom Wilson says that he cost the team the game. I'm not sure that he's wrong. The momentum really seemed to change after that. For Sunday, just try not to do those things, because the first period, even before the 5-minute all-you-can-eat penalty, looked a lot better. And actually, the second period didn't look too bad either. But in the third period, there were 10 minutes that the Caps did not even have a shot attempt. Let's do something other than that, guys, okay? Okay, so now that we have dealt with the hockey portion of proceedings, I have a little story for you, just real quick. So last night I was still doing this emotional roller coaster through my feelings about the hockey, and I was unexpectedly alone in the office all day. Both of my coworkers called out sick, so I was the only person there to deal with every phone call, deal with everybody who walked in, which can be stressful. So on my way home, I decided to myself, I'm gonna stop at McDonald's. I'm gonna get some McDonald's French fries and a really big chocolate shake, and it's gonna be awesome. And I have a Weagle sticker on the back of my car. So I'm sitting there giving my order at the drive-thru, and the car that pulls up behind me honks their horn. And I finish giving my order, and I do this. They honk their horn again. I pull forward. I'm sitting there waiting for the car in front of me to pull away from the payment window. They honk their horn again. What, man? Nothing, no answer. The guy sitting in the driver's seat of the Lexus goes, and I'm like, okay. So I give the man my money. I pull forward to get my large French fry and chocolate shake. The girl in the window hands them to me, and I put the chocolate shake down, and the guy honks his horn again. So I lean out the window and go, what the fuck? And he leans out his window and goes, 0 cups! I have my chocolate shake. I don't have my French fries because they're making French fries. So the girl asked me to pull over here. So I pull over here, away from the drive-thru, and I'm looking at the guy, and it's a car full, jam-packed full of white boys. And they're just hooting and hollering and telling the White Russian joke and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell is happening? I just wanted my chocolate fucking milkshake, bud. So the guy in the passenger seat rolls down the window and screams, no cups, again. And I'm like, what do you care? I am not saying anything to them. I'm not engaging. It's a car full of white boys. I don't want to engage with a car full of white boys. Who knows what the fuck they would do? So I'm just sitting there, listening to Drake and drinking my milkshake. Girl comes out with my French fries. They finish up their huge ass order and drive away. Giant Pittsburgh Penguins logo on the back of their car. And I'm like, we're not even playing you right now. Why are you coming for me? Like, I understand that we lost 4-3. I was working through my emotions on that. And I understand that your team beat the Philadelphia Flyers 7-0, and your captain had one of his annoying playoff natural hat tricks. I know, but can you leave me alone for one fucking series? Can you not come up on me for one fucking series? And then the girl brought me my French fries, and things were okay, because I had my French fries and my chocolate shake, and Alexander Ovechkin was out swimming with his dog, and it was fine. I got home, and I had that moment that you have where you come up with the perfect comeback, and I was like, why didn't I? They know cups to me. Why didn't I 0 cups, 0 fucks them? Rave, Sasha and the New York City Caps crew have given us the perfect, and I didn't. I'm an idiot. Feel like this encapsulates the emotional roller coaster that I've been on for 2 days. Although the Caps media seems to have decided that everyone is fucking fragile, and I'm like, it's fine, guys. It's one game. It's gonna be okay. And additionally, no matter what, sports are for fun. The city is not aflame. No one has died. There's other stuff going on in the world that is more important than hockey. And hockey is how I escape those things. So, we may have lost the first game, but tomorrow is game day. And you know what we say to game day? Bring it on. This has been Kate, your salty Caps fan. Bring it on.